Good morning, musical friends. It's so good to see you. I have some fun things planned for us today, but first, let's sing our hello song. Here we go. Hello, hello, it's music time today. I'm glad you're here. It's time to sing and play. We'll clap our hands, stomp our feet, pat our knees, and take a seat. Hello, hello, it's music time today. I'm glad you're here. It's time to sing and play. Very nice singing. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do today is we're gonna play a song called Mama Don't 'Low. And really it means mama or mommy doesn't allow us to do something, but we're gonna do it anyway. So you can tell already that it's a silly song, because if mommy or daddy or grandma or grandpa said something to us and they wanted us to do it, then we would do it, right? So this is a silly song. It says mama doesn't allow and we're gonna do it anyway. It's all about playing instruments. So let's pick a few instruments to play with. If you need to pause the video and go get instruments, that's great. I'm gonna show you what I have here right now. So I have a drum, and you don't have to have a drum like mine, but you could have some Tupperware, or you could have an ice cream tub, preferably without ice cream though. You could have a pot. So there are many things that you could play drums on. Even a table is fine. I also have some rhythm sticks. Now these aren't exactly rhythm sticks, they're more like cooking utensils, but I use them for rhythm sticks and I think they sound pretty good. I also have some spoons here and a shaker, and we made shakers before, so I know that you definitely have a shaker there. So if there's an instrument that you don't have, but you have something else at home, then go ahead and play that. That's totally fine. Just pick which one you want to play. And all we need to know now is how to count to 3. Can you do that? Yeah? So let's practice together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You did it! Good job. And the reason why that's so important is because we are going to be playing our instruments only on the 1, 2, 3. So I will sing a little bit in the song, and then you will play on the 1, 2, 3. And you can play whatever you want. You can play fast, presto, or you can play slow, largo, totally up to you. But you can play whatever you want on the 1, 2, 3, and then I promise later in the song you will get to play and sing through the whole thing. And you can sing too, it's just you can only play your instrument on the 1, 2, 3. That make sense? Okay, here we go. This is one of my favorites, so it's a lot of fun. All right, here we go. Let's pick the shaker first. Some shaker playing, okay? So grab your shaker, here we go. Mama don't allow no shaker play. Are you playing your shaker already? Remember, you have to wait till the 1, 2, 3. It's coming up, I promise. I'll tell you when to play, okay? Here we go. Mama don't allow no shaker play around here. Go. 1, 2, 3. Mama don't allow no shaker play around here. Go. 1, 2, 3. We don't care what mama don't allow. We're gonna play our shakers anyhow. Mama don't allow no shaker play around here. Go. 1, 2, 3. Good job. All right. can also sing along with me, but what I'm going to be doing is some mouth percussion. So a little bit of nonsense. Ba-ba-dee-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo-da-da-ba-da-ba-dee. I can sing whatever I want, as long as it's a syllable. All right, so give it a try. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You just make it up as you go. Here we go. We're improvising. Ba-ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-doo-da-da-ba-da-ba-dee. Oh, I forgot to mention, you can play your instrument the whole time this time. So you can go ba-ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-doo-da-ba-ba-da-ba-dee. Got it? Here we go. Ba-ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-doo-da-da-ba-da-ba-dee. Woo-hoo. Ba-ba-dee-ba-da-ba-doo-da-da-da-dee. Woo-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-dee. Da-ba-be-da-da-da-dee. Shakers, play those drums, and woo, very good. That was fun. All right, I hope you had fun. That's mainly what music is all about, really. We learn a new language because music is a language in itself, and we have fun, and it does other things too, like therapeutic things, like helping us process our emotions and things like that. Sometimes music is really happy, and sometimes music is really sad, and sometimes it's mad music. You ever heard any mad music before? So there are all types of different music, and it relates to everybody differently. So you might think something sounds happy, but another person thinks it sounds kind of spacey, you know? Anyway, talking about the language of music, I have with me some bells, and I think we've played with the bells before, but let's review. We're going to talk about the musical alphabet. So the musical alphabet has 7 letters, and those 7 letters are the first 7 letters of the real alphabet, the alphabet that we know. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's it. That's all we use in music. And then, if you notice, you will see that on the keyboard there are a lot more keys than just 7 keys, right? So what happens then is that it just repeats over again. So you start again with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then no H's. We start again with A. Exactly. Good. So we're going to start our scale today on C. So that's a red bell, C, and it sounds like this. Now, the next letter after C is D. You got it. So we have C, D. What comes next? If you said E, you are right. E. E. What comes after E in the alphabet? F. Good work. F. There we go. What comes after F in the alphabet? G. That's right. G. Then, I'm just going to move these down a little bit. Then what do we have? Not H. So after G comes A, right? We have to go back to the beginning of the alphabet again. A. Then what comes after A in the alphabet? B. And then C. All right, now if you were paying attention, you would notice that I don't have just 7 bells in front of me, even though there are only 7 letters in the musical alphabet. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now Now, why do we have 8 bells if there are only 7 letters in the musical alphabet? You know what? We have to start and end on the same letter. So C is actually in our scale twice because we have to start and end on C. And that's how we have 8 letters. So we have a C down here, C, and we have a C up here, C. They're both the same note, but they're an octave apart. An octave. An octave just means 8 notes. Like an octopus has 8 what? 8 tails? 8 eyeballs? 8 legs, right? An octopus has 8 legs. And what does an octagon have? Octagon is a shape. What do you think? It has how many sides? 8 sides, right? So those are some other words with that little portion of a word called oct, and that means 8. Cool, eh? All right, so we are gonna play these bells. Let's do the solfege this time. So we're gonna sing do, re, mi. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And hey, that reminded me of a song that we should sing. The song is called Do a Deer or Do Re Mi, and it's from the musical Sound of Music, which is a great musical. So if you haven't seen it, then you should watch it. So we are gonna start with Do, and I will sing, and then you will copy me, okay? And that's how we'll learn the song, by rote. Here we go. Do, a deer, a female deer. Your turn. Do, a deer, a female deer. My turn. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Your turn. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Good job. Me, a name I call myself. Your turn. Me, a name I call myself. Good job. Fa, a long, long way to run. Your turn. Fa, a long, long way to run. Good job. So, a needle pulling thread. Your turn. So, a needle pulling thread. My turn. La, a note to follow. So, your turn. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. Your turn. Tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do, oh, 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 do, a deer. Let's sing it together. Ready? Here we go. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Let's do the whole scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So, do. Hey, good job, my friends. Now what you might want to do is rewind that part and practice it again, so we can move on to some other things. So let's say goodbye to the bells. Goodbye, bells. They're so pretty. They've got great colors to them too. Okay. All right. So the next activity we're going to do is all about finding the beat. So you can get your drum out again. We'll use that. We might use the rhythm sticks. And I think that's about it. So I'm going to play a piece for you, and it's called Symphony No. 40 in G minor. And I'm trying to find a composer. We might have to figure that out later. Okay. Oh, the composer is Mozart. That's what I thought. So, Mozart was a fabulous composer. And you can listen to many, many, many of his works on YouTube, or you can find them on the radio, on a classical station sometimes. But let's practice keeping the beat to the song. So we're gonna keep the beat, just a steady pulse, okay? Tap it on your nose. Ready? Ta-da! Well done, my friends. That was really good. Okay. Good. So the next song that I would like to do with you is called Over in the Meadow. And this has many verses. It's a fun one to learn though. And has many different animals in it too. So it's a great song. I'm gonna put it up. So we're just gonna learn the first 5 verses because it's a counting song. So it counts all the way up to 10. So we're just gonna learn the first 5 verses today, okay? So the first little bit talks about a mother toady and her little toady one. And you'll get the idea. So let me sing the first verse for you and just listen, and then we'll do it together, okay? Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toady and her little toady one. Wink, said the mother, I wink, said the one. So they winked and they blinked in the sand, in the sun. So it always has that tune. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun. Okay? Let's try it again together. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toady and her little toady one. Wink, said the mother, I wink, said the one. So they winked and they blinked in the sand, in the sun. Good job, you're getting the hang of it. Let's try it one more time, okay? Then the words will change. Same tune though. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toady fishies. How many will there be now for counting? 2. Good. Over in the meadow where the stream runs blue lived an old mother fish and her little fishies too. Swim, said the mother, we swim, said the two. So they swam and they leaped where the stream runs blue. Good, let's try that one again. Here we go. Over in the meadow where the stream runs blue lived an old mother fish and her little fishies too. Swim, said the mother, we swim, said the two. So they swam and they leaped where the stream runs blue. Good job, my friends. So this next one talks about a hole in a tree. Lived an old mother bluebird and her little birdies. 3. Good job counting. Here we go. Over in the meadow in the hole in a tree lived an old mother bluebird and her little birdies. 3. Sing, said the mother, we sing, said the 3. So they sang and they were glad. So they sang and were glad in a hole in the tree. Let's try that one again. Here we go. Over in the meadow in a hole in a tree lived an old mother bluebird and her little birdies. 3. Sing, said the mother, we sing, said the 3. So they sang and were glad in a hole in the tree. Good. I'm just gonna have to move up these lyrics. Here we go. This is, how many animals do you think this time? So it says, over in the meadow in a snug beehive lived a mother honeybee and her little bees. Wait, I have jumped the gun. That's number 5. We're only on 4. Over in the meadow in the reeds on the shore lived an old mother muskrat. Have you ever seen a muskrat? And her little ratties. 4. Here we go. Over in the meadow in the reeds on the shore lived an old mother muskrat and her little ratties. 4. Dive, said the mother, we dive, said the 4. So they dived and they burrowed in the reeds on the shore. In the reeds on the shore. Let's try that one again. Over in the meadow in the reeds on the shore lived an old mother muskrat and her little ratties. 4. Dive, said the mother, we dive, said the 4. So they dived and they burrowed in the reeds on the shore. Good job. Okay, now we get to the beehive. And the beehive, how many bees are there? 5. Yeah, here we go. Over in the meadow in a snug beehive lived a mother honeybee and her little bees. 5. Buzz, said the mother, we buzz, said the 5. So they buzzed and they hummed in the snug beehive. Good job. All right, let's try that again. One more time. Over in the meadow in a snug beehive lived a mother honeybee and her little bees. 5. Buzz, said the mother, we buzz, said the 5. So they buzzed and they hummed in the snug beehive. Good job. And that is the story up to that point. So that was 5. And you can actually look up these lyrics too if you want to have them. And it's a beautiful song, isn't it? I love it. All right, so let's see here. Let's sing through the first 5 verses again. All right. You can shake a shaker. You can sing along. You can do interpretive art. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toady and her little toady. 1. Wink, said the mother. I wink, said the 1. So they winked and they blinked in the sand, in the sun. So we'll pretend we didn't pause. Over in the meadow, in the reeds on the shore, lived an old mother muscat and her little ratties four. Dive, said the mother, we dive, said the four. So they dived and they burrowed in the reeds on the shore. Last verse for now. Over in the meadow, in a snug beehive, lived a mother honeybee and her little bees five. Buzz, said the mother, we buzz, said the five. So they buzzed and they hummed in the snug beehive. Beautiful. All right. I don't know if you noticed, but the first line always ended with a word or a syllable that rhymed with the number. So over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toady and her little toady one. So sun and one rhyme. The next one was over in the meadow where the stream runs blue, lived an old mother fish and her little fishies two. Blue and two, they rhyme. The third verse was over in the meadow in a hole in a tree, lived an old mother bluebird and her little birdies three. So tree and three. Good job. Over in the meadow in the reeds on the shore, lived an old mother muskrat and her little ratties four. So shore and four rhyme. And the last one was beehive and five. All right, my friends, it is time to say goodbye. Let's do our solfege. Ready? Do, re,